Hello, this is going to be touring how to beat the Horn out without taking damage. I'm just going to be using the Soul Eater charm in this fight, but there's various builds you can do, like a nail build like Strength, Quick Slash, Mark of Pride, or a spell build like Soul Eater, Shaman Stone, and Spell Twister. A mix of both, or something completely different. We'll go through all his attacks, so whichever build you go with should be more than fine. But as we go in, this dash attack we just jump and pogo over. We can just jump over and then send the Shade Soul afterwards, which is my preferred way, or we can Shadow Dash through it if we needed. The 3-strike that it does here, we want to be jumping over the first one and pogoing the second attack, or parrying the second attack. That's a good way to get the timing on this one. So jump and then pogo the second attack. So yeah, here, Shadow Dash through, send the Shade Soul afterwards. Jump, pogo the second one. The parry, if you do hit it, you can Shadow Dash through it if you need to avoid it. But if you don't have Shadow Dash, just be extra careful not to hit when he's in that parry stance. Next phase, you can do these pillars, so you can either jump in the gap between the pillars, or you can also Desolate Dive or Descending Dark in order to use the iframes to avoid the attack completely. Do here, then we don't have to worry about it at all. So that's personal preference between the two methods. The Spit. With Shade Cloak, it's super simple. You just Shadow Dash through. You want to be, as you saw there, that was a very glitchy jump. That's why you want to be as close to the center of the arena as much as possible. As near the edges, it can be very dodgy if he does a jump. But yeah, if you don't have Shade Cloak, you can do that method as well with the Spit. When you see it start, jump and dash and pogo over him. If you're far away, I'll show you how to deal with that in a little bit as well. But yeah, if you don't have Shade Cloak, just jump, dash, pogo over him in order to avoid that. With Shade Cloak, you can just dash through it, as we do here, and get some damage in. Yeah, find the gap. You can also, when you're in that gap, you can also fire off some Shade Cloaks as well. Shade Souls as well, sorry. In this transition, where he stabs himself multiple times, he only takes 1 point of damage per hit, so don't waste your spells here, just build up your soul through various hits. And don't get too close as well, as when he drops back on his knees, his head can hit you and you'll take contact damage. With this slam, just practice going from side to side there. Quite easy to deal with, to avoid, as long as you stay in the center of the arena. And I'll also show you how you can get damage on it in a sec. But yeah. This mass spitting, just focus on avoiding the spitting. Stay on the ground as much as possible, don't jump. Just walk from side to side. So yeah. Find the gap. And here you can also get damage in if you're comfortable. You can jump from side to side and get hit in as he's dropping, but that's only if you're comfortable with it. Otherwise, you can just stay on the ground, walk side to side, and that's an easy way to avoid as well. So yeah, finding the gaps, all good. So here, if you don't have Shade Cloak, you can do this. Just walk away, let the gaps between projectiles widen, and then jump between the gaps. So if you don't have Shade Cloak, that's a good way to avoid the spits as well, if you're far away when he starts to spit. If you're close, then you can just dash over him. As you saw there, you can get some hits in whilst he's doing that mass spitting attack. If you're close enough, you can hit him on the bottom left corner or bottom right, depending on which side of him you are. But I wouldn't really recommend it, as it's really easy to get hit. But that's something you can practice. As we go into this final part, with his slash, he'll only just do 1 slash and then collapse, so just make sure you're out of range of that. And then he'll just do the slam as well, so this, in fairness, is a good point to practice, get some hits in if you want to get some damage on these slams. Otherwise, you can just do the walk from side to side as we do here, just comfortably going underneath him. Be careful that you don't automatically walk side to side, as if he drops on the floor, you can easily walk into him if you're trying to do it too quickly. That's why I don't recommend dashing under those slams, just walking. But you can dash if they're getting a bit close as well. Just be careful that you don't dash into him when he drops, if he stays on the ground, as you can get contact damage. But yeah, that's the whole night. If there is any queries, then put in the comments below. I'm also live on Twitch at twitch.tv/wayofloki if you need to ask any queries. And there's also going to be written tips in the description. So if you enjoyed the video, got some value, then hit that like button, click subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video.